Again, I'm State Senator Kevin Parker. As you heard, I'm the senator of the 21st Senatorial District. I represent about 320,000 people here in Brooklyn, in the communities of Canarsie, Flatlands, Flatbush, East Flatbush, Midwood, Ditmas Park, Windsor Terrace, and Park Slope. I represent the largest concentration of Caribbean immigrants outside the Caribbean in the world, and in some cases, some of the largest populations, including the largest concentration of Jamaicans outside of Jamaica, the largest concentration of Haitians outside of Haiti, the largest population of Trinidadians, largest population of Guyanese outside of Guyana, largest population of Bajans outside of Barbados. And so I really have enjoyed having a community that not just looks like New York, but looks like America in terms of it being a diversity of folks. And this distinct pleasure has taken me literally around the world, but particularly around the Caribbean, visiting places and studying and understanding how the Caribbean fits, not just within the context of my Brooklyn and New York State community, but also in the context of the world community. I want to thank the Rodneys for their unceasing efforts to bring this conference to us every year. I have probably been to this conference, 18 or 20 times. It has really been something I've looked forward to every single year. As I do this year, my only regret this year is that we're doing it virtually again for understandable reasons, but looking forward to being in touch and seeing everybody in person again. I'm particularly looking forward to hearing the conversations today around Africa and, really the new trilateral trade, as I refer to it as, between the Caribbean, Africa, and diasporan Africans here in the United States. I'm particularly happy to see PJ Patterson, who I have had some great conversations. You may not even remember me, but I remember every single one of our conversations that I've engaged with him in at this conference. A multinational business conference is exactly what we need in this moment. Coming out of a global pandemic that has threatened both our lives and our livelihoods, we're in an SOS moment. That is, save ourselves. That if we're going to rebuild our economies, if we're going to rebuild our communities, if we're going to create full-time jobs at a living wage with benefits, if we're going to rebuild supply lines, it is not going to come from Europe or white America. It's going to come from ourselves. And so in this moment, we should be seeing that the work that we're doing and the conversations that we're having, not just one for fancy. It's certainly not one that's just simply about petty bourgeois capitalism and a few people, helping their families, but understanding that particularly here in the U.S., that when we put a Caribbean woman to work in her own business and we help her build her business, the first thing that she does is she hires other Caribbean women in that community, many times even in her own family. And that builds the economic, not just wealth, but stability that our community needs in order to thrive and to flourish. And so obviously, again, when you have to start something, you have to start from the beginning. And all things in this world begin in Africa, but particularly the history and the understanding of our people begin in Africa. And so this panel, which is going to start first, that talks about our relationship and our possibilities of, building more relationships with Africa, I think is apropos to begin with. Having been to Africa 8 times myself, not just do I love the Caribbean, but I love the continent. And obviously there's a lot of similarities and a lot of synergies that we should be building. We should be actually having this conversation more and more often, given the needs of the diaspora and the solutions that can be really built out if African people in the diaspora work together. And so in the name of Marcus Garvey, we call on him to be a guide to us in this conversation and throughout the day and throughout the weekend as we have these important discussions around not just business, but how we move people of African heritage forward to build business, to build lives, and to build Black joy wherever we are. So again, thank you, Mr. Rodney, and thank you, Faye Rodney, for your work, for your dedication, for your commitment to our community, to this endeavor. And thank you personally for me, for including me in this. I want us all to remember this weekend that we are the people who were here the day before yesterday. And we're going to be the people who are going to be here the day after tomorrow. So all of us must continue to bring good into the world and let no good be lost. Thank you so much.